Ian? Tonight we watched the new movie to get into the holiday spirit, a little early, but a Christmas movie called Elves from director Jamaal Burden, his first movie. Not the Elves starring one Dan Haggerty and Nazis. Not that one. A little different. What is Elves about?
No, we're not doing this.
What do you mean?
It's not about anything.
It is. There's stuff. I don't know what anyone said in this movie because they couldn't understand any of it because the sound editing was so poor. This might be the best Christmas movie ever made, though.
Not a Christmas person. I get angry when this Christmas stuff comes out too soon. I don't want to hear the Christmas music until maybe about December 20th. So I'm on board with a horror Christmas movie. Like Krampus, give it to me. Love it. Flip the whole thing on its head. Let's make it a horror thing instead of a happy, crappy, let's learn the spirit of Christmas kind of a thing. So, apprehensive going into this because I don't like Christmas movies, but I'm at least open because horror.
And you were so lucky that you got to watch this then. This was a masterpiece of filmmaking.
I wish I'd known what we were doing here.
What do you mean? This is so good. I am so happy that we watched this movie, and you were so mad about it.
Because I should have known. Like 10 minutes in, I'm like, oh no, this is from Justin Price. This is like the 5th movie we've done of theirs.
No, this is way better than all the other ones.
No, it's not.
This is way better.
The Dawnseeker is way better than this.
No. Okay. When I mean better, this is unbelievably bad in such a fun way.
No, it's not.
Oh, but it is.
So yes, it is. This movie's bad in every regard.
Every way.
The script is bad.
Oh, so bad.
The editing is bad.
Terrible.
The lighting is bad. The audio is an insult to the actors who signed on for this movie.
Definitely.
The acting was probably the best part about the movie.
Who knows?
If you give the benefit of the doubt that the audio wasn't good.
Sure.
But nobody's great. There's no redeeming qualities to this movie.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
Sometimes that can be fun too.
It was.
Yeah, like if you have like a badly made movie, but you're a really good storyteller and you just don't know how to like bring that to life, that can still be a fun movie, right? Like you see the bones of something good, it's really exciting.
Oh yeah, no, the concept isn't good.
No, exactly. Like if you give me a good concept, but like it's badly executed because you don't know what you're doing, I'm fine with that. I can still have fun with that. There's nothing to grab onto with this one. Like I couldn't even begin to describe. You asked me what this movie's about, and that's what all this tangent started. This movie, like, there's nothing that it's, like, there's no coherent story here. Why would I bother trying to sum it up? You could try. Others have. There's written reviews of this movie. This movie doesn't deserve the effort it would take to try and come up with a through line here, other than there are some creepy dolls and people's faces look stupid like Truth or Dare. That's the end. That's all I'm giving you in terms of what this movie's about. What is wrong with you that you liked this so much?
I love you, bitch. That's all I have to say.
I love you, bitch.
Hey, what do you mean? Like, this is the difference, is this movie was fun to watch. This is the movie you watch when you have some friends over and you're drinking and you go, what are we gonna watch? This movie surprises and shocks you at every corner because everything is so incredibly bad that it makes for a really fun experience.
See, the only thing that you liked about this was watching me squirm and get angry.
No, I laughed so many times. Everything.
The effects were bad.
Okay, yes. I will go. We can go through the list.
They just put a spotlight on every character.
That's okay. It's so inept. Sure, they're gonna light a scene, but the way they light a scene is they put a spotlight right in everybody's fucking face,
and everything's blown out.
Everything is blown. The color grading is. Everything is bad, and that's what's fun. When you have a scene and the guy has no idea how to use a camera, they have no sort of stabilizer of any sort, and the
camera work is
just
fucking nightmare in this
around,
movie.
it moves up and down and goes side to side for no reason. It's great. It's so funny. It's so funny, and it's ineptness, Ian. It's not like a Milko Davis Z-Rex kind of thing where he was so ambitious.
See, I liked that way more.
Definitely.
Because there's way more effort to that. They're not even trying with this one.
Way more effort, yes. That's what I'm saying.
Milko Davis, you're my hero.
This is a difference.
Save us, Milko Davis. Save us from the rain.
Milko Davis makes incredibly ambitious movies on a $20 budget. And he cuts a few corners, but it's a fun ride. This is like, fuck it, dude. we're just doing it. We don't know what we're doing. We're doing it, and they do it so fast and so poor. They just don't care, or they just don't see the issues that they have.
There's something that I like to do that most people don't. I've always been, even before we started doing Bad Movie Night, I'm the kind of person that reads the credits. I'm just curious about, I'm interested in all the different roles. I didn't do it with this one because I didn't care. I kind of wanted to, because on IMDb, which is very sparse on information on this one, there's no credited writer. Is that because they didn't write a script and they're just like, fuck it, we'll do it on the day?
Well,
or did they write a script and somebody wanted their name taken off of it? Because they didn't execute the script they wrote? Or is it just bad information, limited information on IMDb?
No,
because they only listed
the
5.
actors are definitely saying stuff from a script.
They only listed 5 Pete actors on IMDb, and there's clearly a lot more than 5 actors in this movie.
It doesn't feel like it is improvisational at all. Like, it feels like everybody's reading from a script, and it feels like that because a lot of it feels ADR'd and doesn't match up with...
Most of the time it does, though.
Some does. I will get right into that. But
I have theories on the audio.
Yeah. The sound is so poorly done, and your theory is that everything was kind of normalized, so you lose all dynamics.
Yeah. I think they were capturing audio, possibly just in camera, but maybe they had some other equipment. I don't know. I'm not a technical movie maker type of a person, but it just struck me that what they got was probably so inconsistent that they put some kind of filter on it that just made everything the same volume. It sucks any dynamic range to any of the acting in this movie. I think the audio really did disservice to these actors, and there's no huge actors, no real big known names unless you're really into these movies, and you've seen a lot of these before. But yeah, I really think they do them a disservice.
Yeah, I mean, if you take the audio and you make it all even, and you add hard gates both low and high, so that everything is just flat in the middle.
There's no room for range.
Any sort of dynamics.
So, if there are some really great actors in this movie, you wouldn't even know.
There are no great actors in this movie.
There's Texas herself.
Oh, har. It was rigged. Never had a chance. Unlike the many ladies on your list.
Well, that really depends on the time of the night. We all know Riley likes him on the plus size, huh?
True. Yeah. Only if it's your mom. By the way, let her know I called. What?
You two should just get a room and save the time.
Yeah?
There could have been a great performance given, and we didn't get it.
Sum it all up by the fact of how they placed the Christmas lights in this movie. There's just some dude went in with a ball of Christmas lights, so he fucking threw it, and they're like, start filming, fuckers! We're good to go. That's exactly the amount of effort they put into anything. They had a Krampus. I assume it was supposed to be a creature, but it's just a dude wearing a shitty Halloween mask. Didn't bother to put any makeup on underneath the eyes. We just filmed something that will be out in the next few days probably, and we put way more effort into that for our shitty YouTube channel than this dude did for this entire fucking
We also
feature film.
kept it dark. We, put fucking spotlight on this fucking creature mask. Oh, goddamn.
That's what makes it fun. I don't understand what doesn't work. I literally want to sit down and show you every kill scene in this movie in slow motion because
Please do not.
It is so glorious. All of them are so bad.
This movie is already an hour and 28 minutes. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Or was it an hour and 18? It was an hour 28.
Dude.
And it was 40 minutes too long.
No! It's it's made by just people who don't understand anything about people living their life. There's no logic to anything. That's what's so great.
And I guess for me, I've said this before for anybody who follows closely, but what really draws me into some of these low budget movies is a really interesting story, or at least really good characters. But I never understand why a character does something. A character will say something or do something, and I'm like, that has no bearing on anything going on in this scene. What the fuck?
Well,
there's nothing consistent about this.
Are you saying that the characters are doing things because the plot demands it and not because
No, not even that.
Logical?
That makes sense to me. Sometimes a character just has to do something to move the story forward. And some people get mad about that, and I'm usually I see what they were going for and I see what they had to accomplish here, and because of the way the story works, it makes sense to me. But sometimes things would just happen and it would be why did we have a 40-second shot of a lady walking across the room and picking up an item that had no bearing on the scene, and just the editing was really bad.
So that is.
I don't know, man.
There are scenes that are unnecessary, where it's just people moving and doing certain things.
Time filler.
That
felt
like when you're filming it, like, yeah, I need to know why this person does this, but in reality, you don't. And so like that shines through when you watch it. What a masterpiece.
Let's not talk about the opening scene.
What?
I don't want to be mean to children.
Go burn this wreath or I'll burn you.
I don't want to be mean to children today.
I love you, bitch.
I love you, bitch.
Okay, so there's a new movie-ish that came out this year called Truth or Dare. I didn't see it, but I did see the trailer. And already, right as this movie started, I said, is this a ripoff of Truth or Dare? Because of two things. In the trailer for Truth or Dare, they show you that people's faces have like these like extended smiles and big
There's been
eyes.
like 2 different movies called Truth or Dare that have that same thing going on, I think.
Yeah, we watched the Netflix ripoff version. And then in the beginning of that Truth or Dare trailer, they show everyone like in this warehouse around this fire, and some dude like obviously makes them a part of this game unwittingly. And that exact same stuff happens in this movie, so I was like, fuck yes, Ian! In it when you were watching.
What's wrong with you?
You just don't like bad movies.
I like bad movies.
No, you do not.
I like teasing out what was good about a bad movie. Usually not everything is.
No. Then you just don't like bad movies.
I don't like truly bad movies.
Okay.
I like searching through them and finding the
You
diamonds
like
in the rough.
campy movies.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't like bad movies. You don't find the joy in the.
There has to be something good about it. It doesn't have to be what I wanted it to be necessarily.
Excuse me, did you not see that scene where that guy stabbed himself in the eye? That was goddamn masterpiece.
It was
filmmaking.
terrible.
Exactly!
Like,
No, I won't!
because sometimes, some movies have no coherent story and make no sense, but they have really fun, awesome gore effects that are really well done, and that's awesome about it.
No.
And I enjoy that about it. Other movies have real shitty gore effects and are like a mess in terms of lighting and sound, but they have a really good story, and I can enjoy that aspect. I gotta find something. Something to enjoy
is that
about
they
it.
were unable to do anything right.
That's not a good thing.
But they didn't do it on purpose. They weren't trying to make a Sharknado. No. They just suck at everything. And god damn it, did I not enjoy it.
If there's only one thing that's good about this movie, it's the cover art. The cover art is pretty exceptional.
That's how they always get you.
The second thing is there is some occasionally good music, but it's not consistent. It's all over the map. But there's occasionally some like discordant versions of Christmas tunes that are a little
stock music that they may have like taken into a DAW and dropped it down a semitone or something.
The one thing that is astonishing about this movie that's made in Texas is that they got a fucking snow machine.
That's what I want to talk about. That's
where you put your budget to use.
So that's what I want to talk about, because that is a level of dedication, right? I'm being serious though. Like, you have to go and you gotta find where you can run a snow machine, learn how to run the snow machine, and then run it in your scene of your movie. You're like, God damn it, we have to have a snow machine, even though they randomly use it and it makes no sense when they use it. If you are willing to go to that level of dedication, like, you're putting in some effort. But then to put in so little effort in everything else makes no sense. There's shots in this movie where it's clear, like, the camera just moves for no reason. It's like, what the fuck? Just like, redo it. Just redo it. Shoot it again. Just shoot it again.
If we could visit the set during making of one of these and just like be an observer and like have them watch them film a scene and then, all right, guys, let's move on to the next scene. It's like, really? You're gonna go with that?
I thought it was fun. It was so bad, and it was so, like, you never knew what you were gonna get. So anytime something really bad happened, it was funny. All the kills were fun. They each got worse each kill got consecutively worse. And every time somebody was gonna die, I was so excited to see how poorly done it was gonna be. This was a fun-ass movie.
The kills weren't even interesting, though. If they were interesting but bad, I'd be fine with that.
What do you talk, son? I don't even have words.
I love you, bitch.
Yeah, so that's Elves, and I think it was a really fun but
Avoid it at all costs.
Absolutely terrible movie. Obviously there's no redeeming qualities in its production, but it is a pretty fun movie to watch with friends. And while Ian didn't enjoy it,
Maybe I should have watched it
did.
with friends.
Wow, that cuts deep, son.
If you were my friend, you wouldn't have made me watch this.
All right, so that's gonna do it for Elves, the 2018 version from Jamaal Burden. It comes out, I think, December 4th, so look for it, or don't. Probably don't. I don't think most people would get much enjoyment out of this, but if you're looking for a really bad movie to watch with your friends and you're sitting around drinking, check out Elves. Ian?
I mean, you could do that, but why?
Okay, so that's gonna do it for this episode, and we will catch you here next time at the same
they're not coming. They heard your. They heard your. This is your pick.
You did say, can we turn this off? We were literally 14 seconds into it. You're like, can we turn this off? I'm like, hell no. Strap in, son. We're going for a ride. What? What do you mean is my pick? Does that mean I don't get
This is your pick.
No. How dare you?
We picked with Inside Baseball. We both picked a movie tonight. I picked Knuckleball. Which is good. To be fair, more experienced people involved. Some
Fatter
budget,
than others, yes.
some budget, some production value. Not entirely fair to compare. You picked this, I win.
No, technically I picked Overlord, so.
I picked Overlord.
No,
You're the one that
picked
backed out of
I did not.
Overlord.
How dare you?
We were gonna watch Overlord last week, but you
Couldn't
bitched
go.
out on me.
Couldn't go. My wife had a meeting.
And you also couldn't go on
was
October
for the
28th
kids.
when it was playing at the film festival nearby.
No, I couldn't. Neither could you.
I could have made it work.
Oh,
You said I was down.
Listen to this guy.
If you said
Listen to this guy.
If you said you could make it happen, I was prepared to make it happen. I would have been drunk, but I would have gotten on a train and I would have gotten down there and made it happen.
If we could only turn back time. If I could turn